next.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiance. Welcome everybody to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Ewart for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Moore with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Bringing him out is a man who made his debut over a decade and tens of thousands of yards ago. It's Andy Dalton.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Motion man sent left. From the 34. Tremble with the grab.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. When it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They send a tight end in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 48. It's taken in by Mingo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing from the gun. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
From the 42. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throw on third down. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So on fourth down now, the Panthers calling an all-pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Madison again. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be third down and 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. Third down. They'll go right back to Madison. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. That one complete to Turner. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. From the gun, a run for Madison. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Play action now, Young. He puts some power on a deep one left. Brought in inside the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, Ooh, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Raheem Blackshear now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Ball at the 33 for first down. Counterplay, Hubbard breaks the tackle, still going. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. Again, he hits the second level. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now Dalton. Got Mingo, it's complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, we've still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Hubbard. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers get it down to a single point. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got to gain a 6 there. Josie Jewell making that stop. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Running right, it's Madison. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Up the middle, Hubbard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. He still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a give to Hubbard. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Dalton. Legette's got it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Dalton looking to throw. Connects with Johnson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Dalton now to throw. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the give to Madison. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Young on the play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
A.J. Cole on to punt. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Panthers and Andy Dalton headed back onto the field. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Dalton to throw. That's to his running back, Miles Sanders.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. They go play action here. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Xavier will get the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set up now for 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Complete over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Panthers with a chance to add to their lead. New set of downs for him at the 38. Man in motion here. They are throwing it again. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Dalton. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He finds Johnson. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Still sticking with the passing game. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Complete to Tremble. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Has it at the 7. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To throw, here's Dalton. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It doesn't get much easier than this. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return starts from the goal line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've arrived at halftime, and the Panthers impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. It was a running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Dane Jackson.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Out of the gun, Madison. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Madison. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action now, Young. Short pass caught by his tight end. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 from the 41. Young working from the gun. Complete here to Bowers. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to Madison. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They go with Madison here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
First and 10 now from the 30. Complete, it's Myers. Good little whip there, looks like about 6. Tackle made by Dane Jackson.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Turner coming in motion left. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. Has a man, it's Madison. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the ground with Madison. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Cade's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They give now to Madison. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Stuffed at the line a second time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This from 35 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Blackshear on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dalton now to throw. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legat's way there. So that brings up 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
2nd and 10 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got Legat.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Dalton. That's complete to Legat. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Carolina in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Young throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll run. This is Madison. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Josie Jewell making that stop.
Taking 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Young to throw it. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Sending the tight end in motion left. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Dalton looking to throw. Connection made to Tremble. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Handoff running left, Hubbard. And they had that one contained right at the line. Behind Diablo there on the tackle. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. So it's going to be 4th and short.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's the Panthers in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. They're set up at the 35 now. They motion a receiver left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is reeled in by Legette. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Now motion Johnson right. 2nd and 6 now. Trumbull with the ground. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Third and a lone yard coming up. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They run again with Hubbard. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. 6 yards for him there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's Dalton. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They've got first down from the 31. Young looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. plays like this, Brock, sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 now from the 30. Mingo, the motion man here. To throw, here's Dalton. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Dalton. Pass complete to Hubbard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing now from the gun. He finds Sanders. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw it again. Complete to Tremble. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Dalton to throw. He's got it in the red zone. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They run it with Hubbard. And this time, they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Third down, 1 yard to go. Hubbard again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Hubbard. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Now a run with Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here, 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14.
Raiders 17.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing now. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.